Good evening, everybody, and welcome on this Tuesday night, the 5th of December, for episode 122 of So What's Been Happening. It's an exciting one tonight. We get to have a chat to two guys, or Trav and Marie from Big League. Look forward to bringing them up shortly. I just want to touch on a killer gig last night, and this t-shirt's obviously from there. The Foo Fighters, welcome back to Melbourne and Australia. This was an awesome gig. If you got to see the Foo Fighters, and if you didn't, make sure you can get there to Amy Park, a packed Amy Park, which was Monday night, and another shot of the great Dave Grohl. The best shot that I kind of took, just a few snaps, but the one that really caught my attention last night as I looked around in the crowd was pretty early in the crowd, and it was this shot, and you might not kind of think too much of it, but the impressive part was that the Foo Fighters are still very much attracting new audiences at the moment. That's a little probably 8 or 10-year-old kid up on Dad's shoulders, and I thought that was really awesome to see that young kids still getting taken to gigs, most importantly, and getting amongst local music and worldwide music, and it's fantastic to see. In troubling times, this whole world's a little bit still shaken and a little bit unconfident with the way rebounding on the back of COVID, but it's fantastic to see so many people out supporting live gigs. Robbie Williams was on not long ago at the same venue, Amy Park. Foo Fighters sold out, pretty close to sold out, couple of gigs there, so it's a really exciting time to be around. But it's the 5th of December, so episode 122 of So What's Been Happening. We've really kind of ramped it up since episode 100, and exciting tonight to have a chat to the guys from Big League, and the most some would say the most two important people in the band, but you can never ever say that. I'm sure they're very modest and appreciate everyone, because I think they're a four-piece that's an incredible talent. I only caught up with or saw these guys not that long ago at the Tote for a residency they were doing on a Sunday Arvo, and smashed the front room apart at the Tote, as you kind of do. But so awesome to see the Tote back up cranking big time, as it was a couple of weeks ago, and will continue to be. So, all right, what we're going to do is bring up the guys, Trav and Marie from Big League, and have a chat about their music journey. Welcome, guys, to episode 122.
Yay, thank you. Thanks for having us, Aaron. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
By no means have we left you out in the lurch, and I've been trying to connect, obviously, with you guys for a little while, and it's an exciting time for you guys in music. You've got lots of things happening, and a few gigs before Christmas, which is always great. Just got a little pause there. Hopefully these guys come back in 2 seconds. Still got you there? Okay, won't be a sec. We'll try and bring them back up. All right, we'll just get the guys to come back in shortly. What we might do is we might play a clip. Will be a good way to kick this off, from the new single that they've just released from the album At All. Here it is.
Changing, it's all converted Pizza Huts. Feeling overdone, I'll pass your prime. The salad days in the chicken line, living your life shining, I'll see your life dying on your living room floor. But you won't see it clear. You won't see it clear. You won't see it all.
All right, let's have a little restart. Good old internet's still doing its thing out there just to upset everyone. So, all right, welcome back, Trav and Marie. We'll kick off again. We've got exactly the same thing. I'm not sure what's going on here tonight. It's we've got a few little gremlins poking up in the internet, sadly. So, all right, we'll see what we can do. Give us a couple of seconds. I got you back, Trav.
Yes.
Marie? All right.
Yes. Sorry, it keeps on.
Okay, we got you there. Trav disappeared, but Marie was there for a second or so. Hopefully you guys can hear me in the background. For some reason the internet's a little bit patchy tonight. Not sure where it is or what's going on. All right, let's try and bring the guys up in a couple of seconds. As I was touching on before, Foo Fighters have hit the stage in Melbourne. If you didn't get there or couldn't get there, please try and get there Wednesday night and try and pack the place out again. We'll talk to the guys shortly from Big League. Hopefully this internet kind of hangs in there on this tricky little Tuesday night. The guys will come back up shortly within a couple of seconds. Let's talk about this couple of gigs they got coming up. Actually, we'll touch on that first before the guys come up. This Friday night, the Post Office, Coburg. Try and get to that one. If not, Saturday night at the Riverview down at Tarwin Lower, and also Sunday back at the Tote. So, all right, let's see if we can get this internet a little bit more stable somehow. It's got all the demons set up for us tonight. I'm not sure why, but we'll give it a crack again. All right, we'll try. Hopefully, take number 3. How are you guys?
Third time lucky, so
that's promising, isn't it? We're still moving.
yeah,
Right.
It is. All right, let's.
The face hasn't frozen in like a horrifying freeze frame, so we seem to be good so far.
All right. I was just touching on how good it is to have the Foo Fighters in Melbourne. Live music back up flying, obviously at a big venue, massive crowd. What an exciting time.
Yes, totally.
Yeah, and things are selling out. Everywhere's full. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think everyone's just stoked to be going to shows again and breathing on each other again.
Yeah, well, it wasn't like that really only a few months ago, to be honest. There was a little bit of uncertainty. Confidence wasn't really there in some people getting out and supporting gigs. I suppose, have you seen it a little bit differently, especially in the last couple of months, ramping up, that venues are a bit more packed? There's more gigs on. We're really spoiled for choice in Melbourne, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think like I would say every show this side of, say, the big lockdowns has been getting better and better and better all the time. Just people just generally interested in going and seeing something new. I'm sure the weather getting better helps too.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing too. Like more people that are just stoked to go to shows and see new bands too, which maybe was different before COVID, but now I think everyone like realized how much they missed it when you couldn't go to any shows at all. That like people are just going to everything they can and seeing new bands all the time, which is awesome. Great for us.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll be interesting to see by the end of this year. I normally put together sometime over Christmas when everyone's trying relaxing, just kind of flick through and grab a photo from each band I saw during that year. So I got well over 100 last year, which was a great feat. So hopefully I can do that again.
Are you on track to beat last year?
I think I will actually, but I'm not sort of saying too much until it happens. But we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. The great part is there's plenty of gigs out there with obviously festivals at festival time, so you see multiple bands at those, and also 2 and 3 bands on bills again now, which is fantastic to see. So that's not always easy to do, and it was quite hard to do on the back of lockdown with such small numbers to try and make it viable to make money on shows. That's for sure.
Absolutely. It actually has been, now that you mentioned it, it has been a little odd how many 2-band bills we've seen sort of this side of lockdown. I never thought that was a thing, but you see it all the time now.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know, what the mindset is there.
Easier to organise.
Yeah. As you say, saving the buck.
Yeah. What are you used to kind of seeing? 3-band bills a lot of the time, or?
Yeah, and like if attendance is sort of if you're worried about attendance, you're putting 4 on there.
Yeah.
Like just get everyone's mates
get
down
everyone
there.
on the bill so everyone brings different friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And how good is it to, I touched on just before, one of the times just before we got cut off was seeing you guys at the tote and seeing the tote back up and firing again. Finally, we saved another Melbourne icon.
Yeah, and it really, I mean, like we've played that front bar quite a few times this year, and like even you could see the as the time's gone on, like the last one we played was definitely the busiest. One. And I think that what's happened with the tote has breathed new enthusiasm into the venue. Anyway, I think it's really cool.
It was so exciting. It was so exciting watching the live stream of all of the pledges. Like, yeah, I don't watch sports, so that's like the closest thing I got to like barracking, I think.
Yeah, it was. Look, it seemed a mile away at one stage, didn't it? And it seemed very much a stalemate, and it was just an amazing effort by the team to get that over the line. And long may it continue, and hopefully no one gets to touch it again.
Yeah, and it's nice. Everyone feels like a part of it as well. I think it's a nice like communal effort.
Yeah,
and I do like how they were sort of like, oh, we want to keep like the yellow paint, and all the original gig posters. And like, well, probably like change the carpets if you want. Like, it has to be all exactly the same. Like there's some of the smells, I'm like, yeah, you could revamp that.
Absolutely. Wouldn't be the same unless you're tripping over those steps on the way to the toilet. That little ramp, it's a little weird ramp. It's such a great little venue, and it's not such a little venue. It's actually quite a big venue when you go through it. But fantastic to see it up firing again. So look forward to seeing you guys Sunday at the tote.
That one. So yeah, it's a little bit confusing. We've we're playing at the post office with Valerie Trails on Friday. We're playing with them in Tarwin, and we booked the shows for the Valerie Trails, but it's just Lincoln Lefevre and Valerie Trails on Sunday.
Melbourne might be all big leagued out after a full weekend, so we said to Valerie Trails, we'll book you with another friend for the Sunday. So we'll do Friday, Saturday, and Lincoln Lefevre will do Sunday. But we can still be at the tote, at the bar, cheering, encouraging slogans for sure. We're just not playing.
Perfect. All right. How long since you played the post office?
We have played since lockdown. I think we probably played say mid last year. And I think we've played. This will be maybe the 4th time we've played. It's always a good venue. It's always, they get a good sound and they look after the bands there. It's I like a venue where
looks like these internet demons are going to get us again.
Oh, we're back. Oh, yes.
Now we're back.
It's nice. We love the post office. Like, it sounds great and the stage is great, but it's always free entry. So it's just accessible to everyone, and everyone can come and see a gig. And as well, you can eat a parma at the same time, which is a nice quality in a venue.
Absolutely. Well, let's touch on the gig that's the Saturday as well. A new venue, kind of back to music again. It's recently been taken over. It's a one kind of off the back of a beaten trail, so to speak. You've got to be down that way to kind of know about it. It is the Tow and Lower, or the Riverview Hotel. It's awesome that this place is backfiring with music again, and you guys are really one of the pioneers back kicking it off again. So must be good to get back there again. All right, we will get there with this internet, I promise. Somehow it's going to come good at some point. Let's go with a little clip from. Have I got you back?
Yes.
Yeah, we're back here. Yeah. So yeah, you were mentioning
All right, we're going to try and bring these guys back up again. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. I'm going to try and change something and see if it makes any difference at all. There's absolutely no reason it should, but let's give it a shot. I'm going to come back on in a couple of seconds, guys. So just hang in there. We'll see if we can get this internet a little bit more stable somehow. So give us a couple of seconds. Okay, let's give this a crack. This should make absolutely no difference, but who knows? I'm just changing something just in case. All right.
clarify, Aaron. Would if I lower the resolution of mine, would it make a difference?
It shouldn't. Let's see how we go. If it blocks up again, maybe we'll get you to do that.
Okay, no worries.
What resolution are you is it actually on?
The standard 48 480p.
Yeah, that should be fine. Should be fine.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get back into it. Where were we? We were talking about
Tow
the
and Lower.
Riverview down in Tow and Lower.
Yes, the Riverview Hotel. Yeah. Our guitarist Rennie has played there before in his previous bands, and said that it was always like a ripper crowd and a great night. And yeah, we've never played kind of. I think we've played out, and I don't know, not like too many regional venues.
Yeah.
So yeah, it just sounded like it'd be fun. That's always good.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, we cut out again a little bit there. So this we will get there, I promise, somehow.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Oh, good.
All right. Sometimes we can't control what happens out there with the big wide internet. Tuesday night, we think everyone will be out and about, but it seems like everyone's home chewing up our.
No, everyone's home, like pumping like their streaming services. So.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Nothing like technical glitches. I must question you just while we've got that topic in our mind. Have you ever had like a real big issue technically on stage, kind of while you're playing, whether it be guitar wise, amp wise, something that was just really hard to overcome and kind of put you off your game for a little while? Can you remember a time?
I would say our first ever show. Is that what you were going to say?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Travis put it out of his memory, but it was our first ever show. We were absolutely shitting ourselves.
Yeah.
And
Sledger.
yeah, we can play
That's
that
good.
later. And absolutely terrified. And yeah, you can Trav just bent down to plug something in or plug in a tuner or something.
So I had a very new Gibson Les Paul, and I got it out of the case and I'd slung it on, and the strap was twisted the other way, which when it's twisted the other way, the weight of the guitar actually makes the guitar unstrap itself, like unclip itself. And I've dropped the guitar and it's snapped the headstock off it before the first show.
While we were tuning, like in front of people, like just the changeover, like dropped to the guitar, it unstrapped, broke the thing, and then someone and we were playing with a friend's band, and they asked if you know, anyone could bring like a spare guitar or whatever. So at the time we had like a Courtney Love like Venus Vista guitar, and so Trav bought that because they're very the Courtney Love guitar for our first ever show.
Cool, very cool. All right, we're going to see if we can keep this stable. And while we've got you, you've been nice enough, guys, to play something for us. What have you got?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll have a crack at it now.
Yep, absolutely. Let's
Yeah,
do it.
beautiful. This one's called Earth Active Neutral. 1, 2, 3, and join us, ride your life away. The car we chose to be, heading to our brick wall. You're in the front seat, and all this pushing, shoving for a funhouse view of nothing. We could love or hate relate to you, and say that we're through, and there's nothing to do, and it's here for you. What if you? When there's nowhere left to play, and the police start to prey on you, mess about, do you down, to take a walk in the field. Lay about, slip a flag, put it out, with your teeth nice and clean. I want to tell you about a secret place where you can go and screw when there's nowhere left to play, and the police start to play on you. Mess about, figure it out, depends on you. And you say that we're through, but it's here for you. What a feel. And when there's nowhere left to play, and the police start to prey on you, mess about,
Okay, I think it's going to be one of those nights. A little frustrating. Apologies for everyone. We'll try and get this right. We got 3/4 of the way through it, so all right. Sorry, guys. It's going to be.
I could play the last quarter of the song again if you want. We can drop it in.
On our side, it froze like almost right at the end. So hopefully it's most.
Okay, that's all right. We kind of got there. We got the gist. We have to leave. We've kind of left a few people hanging. You can have to come along to a gig or make sure you jump on and get an album and listen to the guys.
How it ends.
Yes, exactly right. All right, tell us, guys. You've been you're kind of in recording mode, I believe, or in writing and recording mode. Tell us a little bit about kind of where you're up to.
Well, it's at the stage where the guy who recorded it with us, the engineer, is sort of just cleaning it up, and then it's going to be sent off to be mixed, basically. So it's pretty well done on our end. We're very happy with how it turned out. It all went pretty smoothly. And we're getting it mixed by Bo Sorensen from and Sparkle Horse and a bunch of bands that we admire. That's sort of where it is at the moment. It was 11 songs that we wrote during the year. I think we started the year with maybe 3 and just kept at it. It went really well.
We kind of did it in batches. So the first album we went in, we recorded the whole album in a day live together. And the second album, Trav did all at home while we were renovating the house. It was all like super lo-fi and done like DIY. And then this time it was like, once we'd got 3 songs down pat, 3 or 4 songs, we'd go to our friend's studio up in Belgrave in the hills and the Brown Lounge. And we would just do like 3 or 4 songs at a time, then come back to shows and practicing, and we'd get another 3 or 4 just how we wanted them, and then we'd go back and do another session. So it was bit by bit all throughout the year.
Yeah, really good. And so kind of what's the timeline at this stage? Have you got one? What are we kind of expecting?
Yeah, I sort of, by the time we get it mixed and then get it off to get put on the vinyl, we're sort of thinking mid April next year. We'll have it out. We'll release another single in February, and then we'll do a.
Very exciting. All right. I want to touch on the last single you just released, called At All. I played a little tiny clip of it again, just while you guys come back up. I'm just going to play a little bit more of a clip now and we can talk about it.
It's hard to see the good for changing. It's all been burning pizza huts. Feeling overdone, I'll pass your prime. The salad days in the chicken line, living your life shining. I'll see your light dying on your living room floor. But you won't see it clear. You won't see it clear. You won't see it all.
There you go. Sorry, it sounds a little bit drop in here and there. As soon as you guys cut out, I'm kind of just trying to move to something else. So we'll work through this.
Yeah, no, it's sweet.
All good.
Plenty of good content to talk through. But just tell us a little bit about At All. Great clip. Most importantly, I always touch on how important is a clip for you in your current kind of music and to put something out. Do you kind of feel that it's kind of more relevant than ever now, or what's your thoughts?
I think so. I mean, every even no matter what platform you're putting music on, you're going to have something accompany it. So like At All, like that, the video clip was Marie's idea, and it was just I think maybe it was the fact that the particularly Rennie's lead guitar style just gave to that fairground style of imagining it up with the called a theme.
Yeah. Rennie got this mad pedal and found a use for it in that song, and it sounds like some weird fairground organ. And that's just what it always reminded me of. And I was like, we should just go to a fairground and like record a video, like a home video on the cheap. And our friend Gordon Holland from the Naysayers, he is a great like videographer and editor. So he came and we just covertly made a video at a fairground, unnamed.
Yeah, a few of those shots, I mean, I think some of them quite obviously shot without permission, but we managed to
like a camera in a pocket and things like that. But it adds to the home video vibes, so it's good. But I think like Trav was saying, like any platform, even on like Spotify now, you know, they have like little short videos on the phone, like when a song's playing. It's like everyone's so, I don't know, transfixed more visually, I think, than just would play something and just have it play with no visuals. So it's helpful to like grab people's attention, even if it's only for a second until you hook them in.
People like to see who's making it too, don't they?
Definitely. I mean, I absolutely love one of your videos. I noticed had a little bit behind the scenes of how it was kind of made and stuff. And I think that's really cool for people to go back and look on, because a lot of people still don't realize how videos are kind of put together. By now, everyone's kind of videoed something to put online or to send to a friend, but they don't realize the complexity sometimes of putting a clip together that lasts for 3 minutes, sync to sound or how it's going to work. But you've done a great job with pretty much all your videos that I've seen. Well done.
Oh, cheers. Yeah. It seems that you know, we don't have a huge following, but there are definitely people who will want to watch everything we put out now. Like, you know, the more you put out, people just like seeing that when they like a band.
Yeah,
it's great.
And even like, it's funny, like I think we had tried to make a couple of videos that weren't us in it. You know, we were a bit embarrassed, like, don't video us. No one wants to, like, how embarrassing, like make an arty video or an animated video, make something else. But then when you thought about it, it was like bands that I love, I want to see them playing. I don't want to see something else. So then, and we noticed that too, like whenever it's just like even just silly videos of us like in the rehearsal room, people watch them more than something that's impersonal. So that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, very true. It's always good to see kind of who makes up the band, because sometimes, let's face it, sometimes people don't get to see a live gig as such. They'll come across your music through socials, effectively, or through the new modern way, not like the old school way. I noticed that you put out a cassette a little while ago. Can we expect a cassette in the mix with this new album?
No.
Not even a single?
Look, I mean, the cassette you're talking about has got it's got our first 2 albums printed on it, and
like a nice. It's just like a nice extra thing. I think like some people, not everyone has. There it is in all of its orange plastic glory.
Yeah.
So on one side is the entire I Thought Thunderbolt album, and on the other side is the entire Symbol Like a Cloud album. So it's a long cassette. But it's a nice thing. Like sometimes not everyone has a record player, or not everyone has $35 to spend on a record. So it's just like a nice cheap thing that people can take away from a gig that's still our music that you can own, and you know, instead of like streaming or something.
Yeah. I think even so.
All right, we're going to get Trav back up shortly with a bit of luck. Just as he was about to comment on the cassette. Oh dear, what a night with the old internet, hey? Here we go. Hopefully we can get Trav back in a second. Bear with us, guys. Bear with us. All right, have we got you back? All right, we're going to move to Dine Out on the Subdivide from June. Here we go.
History make it new and split it into
There you go. Dine Out on the Subdivide. What a great track.
Oh, thanks.
Yes.
And once again, another great clip with a bit of madness there from Rennie. You don't get to see him too much.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that one was recorded down at Mooner Arts Collective, which was I don't know if they're still doing things, but it was a creative space where they had someone mixed the song for us while they recorded us playing it with all the video.
That's cool.
Yeah,
it's this really cool studio down in Rye. I'm not sure if they got shut down from noise complaints, but they would you could record there, but they also did like that live in studio thing. So it was all filmed and yeah, by super professional like camera.
Okay, hopefully we get you back in a second. Apologies to everyone tuning in on this mad night of internet. All right, I think we got you back, Marie. We had you back for 2 seconds. Okay, still got you.
Hey, we're back.
Back again.
right. Yeah, that sorry, not feel good, please.
Subdivide.
Dine Out on the Subdivide. We'd actually, before filming that, we'd actually only written the bridge that morning, going in there. But we knew like it was going to be well recorded and like mixed, and we wanted it to be one of the ones that ended up getting that treatment. So we sort of busted it out.
We're at like a little beachside Airbnb the night before, and in the morning, like working out, okay, these are going to be recorded, so we have to make sure we know exactly how they go. We hadn't really finished writing them, but turned out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sure did. And some of those ones that you put together last second, maybe turns out some, who knows, could be the best.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, and
the adrenaline.
And then the way he's mixed that song, it just sounds like I'd want to go see that band. It just sounds heavy and like cool. I think like it could have been a soft mix, but he's gone. I think he liked that style of music, so he's mixed it.
Yeah.
It also helped that in the corner of the recording studio was a bar with someone constantly manning it and bringing out our drinks throughout the recording. So
yeah, and that was January 2021 that we did that. So it was fresh out of lockdown, and like everyone was
stoked.
Yeah.
And album art, I'm big on album art, and this one's a ripper.
It might pain you to know, Aaron, that was actually correct.
Hopefully we get you back in a second to talk about the album cover. Sorry, Trav. We will kick off and start that one again shortly. Yeah, let's talk about that album cover. All right, I think we've got you back again.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's talk
sorry?
Let's talk about that album cover.
Oh, sure. So yeah, unfortunately, it was actually designed by AI, that image.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, so an image.
All right, apologies, guys. We're going to try and bring up the guys again from Big League. It's a frustrating night. We haven't had one like this for a long time that cuts out so often as it has tonight. Ah, dear. Apologies. All right, we're going to bring up the guys again. And we're going to talk about this album cover. Hopefully this one hangs in there this time when we talk about this one. All right, guys, let's do it again.
All right, let's do it. It was actually I used an AI art image generator for this image.
The antithesis of album art creation, but
yeah, we've got no money for artists, and so we started. I just went to an image generator and started punching in
Was that
Yeah, that's a real image of it. It's how I
That's
fly out.
what I
Yeah. Are we got?
Okay, we're back.
Hey, hi.
Did we get it that time?
Oh, I think we got it almost.
Got it.
Yeah, we got the AI generation. Just tell us a little bit about the song too, because I think it's a really interesting song piece. This one, how it came about. All right. Going to bring the guys up. Let's talk.
Obviously you can't leave your house. So you got to talk about what you can. Go back.
We're back.
Yeah. So it was about I couldn't leave my house during lockdown as everyone else could. So I've got to write about what you can see, and so I've started writing about the fact that there's nowhere to park in the street, and we'd had a bunch of people get building permits to build knock down a house, build 4 units that have too many rooms and not enough car spaces, and it just went from there basically. So I decided to open the first lines where they park their car. There's now a meth lab, just because I just want to imply that my neighbours were selling meth out of their garage.
Well, I must. I can't say I've seen too many meth labs in my time, but the garage thing is an interesting one, because there's so many people not using garages as garages anymore.
No.
Yeah, I think you got an
interesting observation. Oh dear, what a frustrating night. All right. I apologize to Trav and Marie. I'm not sure why this is doing this. This honestly has not happened before. So this is unique.
I know. We've unplugged and shut down everything else that uses the internet in the house. This has never happened. So I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
It is bizarre. We'll take some great snippets from our conversations here for sure. So don't worry about it. Just hang in there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Good,
All good. What 192nd episode is it?
122nd. It could be.
So
this could go long enough for the 192nd by the time we get to the end. We'll talk through. All right, Trav. What we might do while we've got you there is hit you up for one more.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do it. During one of those little internet issues, I managed to change the tuning, so it's not all a dead loss.
Perfect.
So this is one from the new album that we've been rehearsing a bunch. So I reckon we'll be right playing it now. So let's see.
All right. Apologies once again. All right, let's bring the guys up in again. What we're going to do is quickly touch on the fact that these guys have got a gig coming up, or 3 two that you're definitely going to be able to see them on next week. This weekend, Friday it's at the post office, and Saturday down at Tarwin Riverview. So what we might do is talk to the guys again if they can come up, and then we might set to reschedule this to do it true justice of our big league. But we'll release a couple of bits during the week. Sorry, Trav, Marie.
Right.
All right. I think what we're going to do, we're going to try and play this one out, and then what we might do is, I really want to do this justice to both you guys as well. It's very hard to kind of get on a run with the conversation that we're doing, so we might set up to kind of reschedule this and do it again properly on another night. I'm not really sure why, but this is going on. But what can we do? We both can't do anything about it. So
totally.
It happens. It's not a problem, Aaron. That's we'd love to try it again. But we can give this a few attempts if you like, though.
Let's give this one a go. Let's give a little snippet to some people out there that are interested to hear kind of what their new music's going to be. Most importantly, just before we finish, Friday night, Post Office in Coburg, Saturday down at the Riverview in Tarwin. Please try and get to these 2 gigs. Then we'll come back and we'll talk about post-gig maybe in the next couple of weeks, pre-Christmas, and we'll talk about kind of how it all went. And then we'll talk a bit more. So great to connect, guys.
Yeah, thanks for having us. I'm going to start this one from the verse, so we might get it in there. Step for man, you were there. Ryan lead you only, you know where. Bob Ross, Bon Scott, that you could do better. Ryan, you're one who was better. Sure enough, it could be better than you. The shoulding's died, you kept the tongue and some weather bar. How could you so? How could you so alone?
All right, there you go. It was a little snippet. We didn't even get to find out the title, but we will connect with Trav and Marie from Big League again in the next week or so. We wish them all good luck, and please try to get to one of these gigs at the Post Office Hotel in Coburg on Friday night, Saturday night at Tarwin Lower. Please try and get there, and we will connect again soon. So we're going to go out with a clip from the guys. Here we go. This one was a little while ago. No More Vanilla. Here we go. From about a year ago. Here we go. Come back for that one next time we talk to Trav and Marie. That's why we just got them there. Let's say a quick goodbye at least. All right, we've got you there behind the scenes, but some reason that's not coming up either. So let's call it a night. This is going to be a classic Control-Alt-Delete. Sadly, we're going to talk through. There'll be some little snippets of magic that we got to speak to the guys about. We're going to talk to them again in the next week or so. Let's at least try and say goodbye at least to you guys before the weekend, and wish you all the best for Friday night. I'm trying to get down to Saturday night's gig if I can.
Amazing.
Great to see you, mate. Thanks very much for having us.
Thank you so much for having us, Aaron. Cheers.
We will talk again soon, and let's set up another date and we'll put it out there again, and we'll do this again properly.
Absolutely.
Super. Would love to.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate.
Hey guys, have a good one.
Bye.
All right. Apologies to everyone for those little technical glitches. 122 episodes and probably 122 times that cancelled itself out tonight. So that's very unlucky, we could say. But we wish you all the best for this week. Get out and see a gig. Get out and see multiple gigs if you can. Take your mates. Most importantly, jump onto Bandcamp or wherever you get your streaming, not just streaming, but most importantly, as we know, artists basically get nothing from a stream service effectively. So we will talk to the guys about that one as well. But go out and jump on Bandcamp or one of the ones where you can just jump on, buy an album, gift an album, most importantly, to a friend and be able to have a chat to a friend that hasn't heard their music. I guarantee you when you gift something from a band that you love, it's hard not to become a follower of their music as you gift it on to someone else. So, all right, guys, have a good week. Get out and see some music and have a great one. See you soon.